Today, on the Justice Court, the plaintiff is asking for the custody of his children.
All rise. Court in session. Honorable Judge Fumi Asaolu presiding. Your Honor, this case is between Ajibu and Nwanko Shabana.
Thank you, Aki. Ajibulu, Kehinde Oluwaseun,
Your Honor, ma.
Nwanko Chiamaka.
Yes, Your Honor.
She's your wife, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And from what you submitted there, you separated 5 years ago.
No. Separated 3
When?
years.
When did you separate?
1 year and 6 months now.
Right now.
Yes, ma'am.
You want custody of your children?
Yes, ma'am.
You've been to Lagos State Domestic and Sexual Violence Response Team before?
2021, we went there.
Okay. You have an agreement there that you signed for there?
No, Your Honor. No, Your Honor.
Okay, please let me show him this. And show it to her as well. Is that your signature there?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
You can remember now.
I can remember what.
You can remember.
Yes,
You can remember the terms. Okay, so why are you here now?
I am here because of my children custody.
Okay.
What happened between both of us? We went to women rights because we have issue, both of us. But we went to women rights at Ajam, the one that sued her to women rights. And they gave me rules and regulations what to follow about my children. And I've been following it since then, which I didn't miss anything. They told me what to pay, when to visit, which I've been doing that. But it got to one extent. She packed out from Aja. She went to another place without my consent. She didn't tell me that maybe she's going to.
It's that Aja you're referring to.
Yes, ma'am.
Were you living together there,
Yes,
or you
we
were
are
separated then?
We are living together before, and now I'm the one that left home because of
Okay.
what happened between both of us.
Okay.
And this 2021, when we have issues, they gave me rules, which they told me that if both of us have any issue, that husband and wife, they will still have issue no matter how. But I should make sure that it should not come to like maybe both of us we are fighting each other. And I said yes. Since then, we shall be maintain my lane. Since then, anything that will concern maybe both of us, we have arguments, but maybe we are now fighting each other. I try to avoid it since then. That is, when I saw that this thing is getting to something that I can't withstand again, I left home for them. That is the reason. And I went to the woman rights like a week before when I left. I went to the woman rights, okay, let me be doing my duty for my children.
How many children do you have?
2.
What's the age of the children?
One is 6 now. One is 8 now. Like before she leave Aja, she didn't tell me. I've already arranged myself in their former school. I've paid for their school uniform, all those books, all those things. And I told her that you just pack those children away without my consent. Where do you want me to see money? And starting over again for them. And I told her there that, okay, I don't have that kind of money. See what I will pay. You two, you will join. Because I don't have, you are the one, this one is not my plan. You are the one that you brought this. and it's not my plan before. She said no, that she cannot take my responsibility. That is my responsibility is to pay their school fees and to do all those things. And I said, no, I can't submit to that. Like quarrel, like argument, both of us, we left that day. And I told her, even though that day I told her that, Madam, those children, I will be coming to their school for visiting them, which I'll be doing when I left Aja that time. I will go to their school during their birthday. I will do their birthday for them. I will do all those things. I will call their teacher, let me know how my children they are doing. And she was like, she's not happy with that the school, that I know everybody in that school, that they used to give me information, they used to do this, they used to do that. And I said, why my children will be going to school? I will not know anything about them. When she packed to the new place that she said she packed to, she said, if they born me well, I should come to their school and said I want to come and visit them. That maybe I will touch his Aja. And I said, okay, if that is what you want, me too, I will not pay anything. Both school fees, both monthly due that I'll be paying them, that I will not pay. I said, okay, let those children be coming to where I'm staying for visiting. Let them come to visit me. She refused. We shall be saying it since when there was in Aja. Even though I called the woman right, I told them that, see what I want to. I want my children, let them come around and visit me. And she refused. That's why I brought her to this place.
The plaintiff, Kehinde Ajibulu, has 2 children from his marriage to Chiamaka. However, he left home and separated from Chiamaka about 2 years ago to avoid domestic violence. He claims to be taking responsibility over his children until his wife started restricting his access to them.
What do you have to say to this?
Oh, okay, ma. Thank you, Your Honor. We had issues at home, a misunderstanding, which the family was involved, like to settle it. But after a while, the thing keeps rising. So I went to work one day, and I came back, I didn't see him home. So I called my in-laws, that is my mother and my father-in-law. I came back where I couldn't find Kehinde. They were like that they called him in the afternoon. Okay, they called him in the afternoon and he was like, we've settled everything. I said, I can't find him. So after 3 days, the thing was now looking serious. His place was scattered where he works. He has moved everything. So I kept on calling. Though I faced the challenge of that time that I was accused that I kidnapped him. So I kept on telling my father-in-law that I don't know his whereabouts. So he left 5th of December. It's almost, let's say, a year, almost 2 years now. So I now called. He called me after 2 weeks or 3 weeks thereabouts. Why he called was that he got an information that they see only me, that they didn't see the children with me. So when he left when the rent has expired. He waited till the rent expired. So the caretaker gave me 7 days quick notice to leave the house, that he came to meet him, that we are no longer married, that he has left the house, that anybody he meets in his house, he should take rent from the person. So I said, okay, Baba, that will not be a problem, but I know that when you gave us this apartment, you gave it to couples. So I was like begging him for me to renew the rent. He said no, that he doesn't want to, that he doesn't know me. So that was when the embarrassment was too much. They removed my water, they cut out my lights. So I now had to take my children to my family side, then came back because of my job. At least let me face the embarrassment alone. So that was when Ilasan police station called me that they are inviting me to the police station, that they have one Mr. Kenny there, that he said he doesn't know the whereabouts of his kids. So I told the man that I wasn't around then, that I wasn't around, but when I come up, I'll come and answer them. So he gave me a threat word that day, and I had to think twice that this is not police, because he said, don't worry, we will find you. That was what the policeman said, so I didn't go. So when I got a message from the welfare office in Lason, I said, okay, this one is authentic, I can now go. So when I got there, We argued so many things. After everything, he said he needed custody for the children. The woman was now like the kids were still tender to be in custody and besides. So they tried settling us there. They said, oh, Amaka, do you still want the marriage? I said, yes, I still want. But he spoke one Yoruba language and said, Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ ká pàdé mọ́ láyé. So his elder brother was there too. So at the end of the day, they told him, okay, you can't take custody for the kids. So I was now like, what of like accommodation? He said he will never pay for accommodation where I will live. So, and at the end of the day, they asked me, how are you going to do it? Do you have a house? I told them, okay, that I'm trying to pay for the place he left, that I have a house. So he said, okay, I should take the children along. Then I asked him, how much will he be bringing for the children? He said, 5,000. So the woman laughed and was like, you brought this case and you're not serious about it. At the end of the day, he agreed 15,000 each for the kids. Then they said he would get HMO for the kids, which he never did. But after we left there, he started bringing the 15,000 naira each. Then the school fees, they told him that he would take up the school fees, and the case was closed there. Though once in a while, I called the woman from welfare, probably when he defaults and everything. So at the end of the day, I left Ajah because I couldn't afford the expenses there. So I came to the mainland here. The intention, I got a place actually. So when I got a place, the school was fast coming to resume. So before then, I called him that I'm moving out of Ajah. In fact, I've seen an apartment. He now said, why will you move out of Ajah without my consent? So I was like, I can't continue being there and being where everybody knows that you're married. The way he did it, he made it street disgrace. I even tried to stay 1 year there before leaving. That it's high time for me to probably go to a new place to start where life is more easier for me and my kids, and our kids rather. So at the end of the day, he came. I sent him the address. I said, okay. He later called me. Hi, I was still looking for that house to hasten up so the children could join the term. So 3 weeks left. It was on the 3rd week he came around. I sent him the address. I'm new there too. It's just like him that is new too. So I went to make inquiry of the best schools. But the day I called him on phone, he said he cannot pay for the new school because I took them away from I said the only reason why they left that school was because of my accommodation, my location is no longer there. So I have to make a change. And at the end of the day, he came around. I took him to Oluwole, Christ the King School. I took him, okay, after we came out, I made inquiry for 3 schools and I asked him, I know I got married to a Yoruba man and he's very rooted in Yoruba in his roots. So when I saw Oluwole Christ the King, I said, if he hears this Yoruba name at least, he will know, okay, that I'm not trying to take them far away from what he feels I am doing. You get? So he came. I told him, okay, should we go to another school? He said no. He loved the school. He liked it. So he said, okay, let's sit somewhere and talk. We now went somewhere, we were talking. He said, bring your phone. That time I lost my 2 phones. That was what they used to do, welcome to mainland for me. So I was still struggling. Then. So I said no, that he should use his phone. He calculated the 2 children's bill was 266,500 for incomers and everything. So when we were at the school, he said, bring everything. I want my children to, meet up and coach up. I was not surprised. When we sat down, he made estimate and gave me 74,000 naira bill. That's what he was going to pay. The remaining 192, that will be the one to pay for it. I said, why? He said, because I moved them out of the school. He put them, enrolled them already. So I told him, I just got a place. I'm not that financially buoyant right now. In fact, I'm struggling right now. So at the end of the day, we had an argument. I said, okay, this is not what we agreed at the welfare office. The welfare office said, okay, you take charge of their school fees, HMO and part of their feeding, because that's what I would call that payment. It's part of their feeding. So I got back to the woman. I contacted the woman. After he left that day, he told me he wants to go and do groceries for his, like buy something for his children. I said, is it food or provision? Which one? He said, provision. We went to Just Right. So when we got there, he's an action man. So my son now ran, pick one, this pack of Milo. Keep it there. My son now, he's so emotional, he came back. I said, don't worry, anything your daddy picks, take it like that. So I was surprised. Even me that is buying my golden more for them, I buy that big pack. But he went down, took 300 grams for 7-year-old child. And for my daughter was 4 then, you know. How will they, if I make it one go, they eat a lot. If I make it one go, it has gone. But I know that he was just doing those things. Kids, they don't know anything, but they know that my dad buys. But they don't know that the thing, it doesn't go to anywhere. So at the end of the day, I believe that probably because he didn't get access to the children, it's not that he doesn't, you know.
What do you mean by he didn't get access to the children? He was not allowed to see the children?
No, like he didn't get custody, sorry ma, to the children. Probably that's why he behaved like that. But at the end of the day, that day we went to Just Right after everything. I saw my son crying. They were talking. He said, please, can you excuse us? I want to talk to my son. You understand? I saw our son crying. So at the moment, people were coming out. They were telling me, how, make una buy something now. You guys should give him what he wants. And I was surprised. I was given the time to see him stop crying. I said, no, let me go and check what is going on. And I went there. I was like, why is he crying? He said he's talking to his son. So when I saw that the cry was too much, I had to pick him. I was like, what is it? He said that daddy told me that you guys are not married again, that he's not going to see them again. And that was the last time I saw him till today. And that was 8 months ago. He stopped the 15,000 naira each. School, no. So at the moment, I couldn't take it. Even the house I moved to, there is nothing. I have to move my load, all the expenses. And the job I have, I've not done it for long. He didn't allow me work. So at the end, when I started working, the thing started causing issues, you know, and everything. So during that time, he just told me, let's share responsibility 50-50. I said, I'm an Igbo girl. If we get married, our husband used to, you know, take care of us, even if you're working. He said he must see my salary. That if it's when he say, and to be honest, I didn't show him my full salary. I have my reasons why I didn't show him my full salary. Somebody that borrowed my money and he vanished. I can't tell you what I had. Once I tell him, if he say give, I must give. You know? And that was why I didn't. So he now told me that my work is 2 hours. Because I run therapy 2 hours per child. So I was collecting 50,000 then. 50,000 times 3. So I told him, from the first, I told him the truth. But the money, 80,000, the man didn't pay me. He scattered my money. He didn't pay me once. So when I got this 50,000, I know that, okay, to drop in my account once. I took 3 children together. So I showed him one part of the salary. What was causing the issue was that the time I'm coming back, that will be after 5. Because I have different kids and they are on different locations. So if I close from this school, I take transport and go to another school. He said, I heard that your work is 2 hours. How come you're coming back in the evening? That was what I could not open my mouth to say, that I work more and showing him less of the salary. So that was how we came here. The thing wasn't easy. I know that, okay, at welfare, they said the children must not leave Lagos. And I signed to it, which he signed to. But when he now breached the agreement of taking back the responsibility, he was offering his children. I made the decision. I called welfare. The woman was now like, there's nothing we can do. You can't force him. You know, if he say he doesn't have, he doesn't have. And that was, after he left, though, that week, that thing he told my son, we were at Isolo General Hospital. I kept on calling him to tell him that your son is not feeling well. Oh. I kept on calling. Mommy, daddy said he's not coming back. When he sleep, we start shouting, daddy, 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 you know. So he didn't pick. I sent him text messages on 2 occasions that your son is not feeling fine, that he needs to see you. He didn't reply to my message. And that was when I said, okay, I can't continue like this. I'm fresh here at the mainland, hoping that, okay, that little coming in could help me stand my ground here. Even the house I got, the Lagos landlord and agent have done it the way they used to do, because I wasn't serious. I was divided. I had to relocate to Enugu with my children. I was at Enugu when I got message from this honorable court that I should report. So I brought the children from Enugu with me. So the day I came to pen down some things, I told them that I'll be going back to the village because my mom is there. Definitely I needed help. So, but without his consent, he didn't hear. Me, on my own, I was angry. Like, how do you sleep at night knowing that I'm the only person chasing both school fees, feeding, cream, everything, provisions for a good 8 months? So when I heard that he's calling me, I had to come up.
I rent a shop. My twin brother told me that, Kenny, if you want to come to abroad, though, allow your wife to know how to plait something like that before she can go for nursing, all those things. I said, okay, well, yeah, let's start now. Which I enroll her for that place that year. That is 2020. Is it 2020? Which I did. I pay for the madam that is there. After 6 months, around my street there, one woman wanted to sell saloon. She said she's relocate something like that to Ogun State. I said, okay, no problem. She told me that I will buy everything, all those furnish, all those things, that I will buy it, but some things, they are not there. But what is there can make you start the business. I said, okay, which I did. I collected loan from Bazi, which I did. I bought that place. It still remained like maybe 60,000 self to pay the woman. Okay, Amaka, go and stay there, because she said I don't want her to work, you understand? Which I said, okay, go and manage that place. She employed one lady. When my wife will leave home, she will go to that shop and be doing madam. You understand? You are still learning, you don't know this thing yet. The person that you employ there, calm down and learn from the lady. My wife will go to the shop and be doing madam is arrived. You understand? We shall try to, let her understand that, okay, life is not like that. Try, see what you can do. After like the lady worked for some months, she will chase one away, employed another person, another one will go, employed another person. One day, he now called one woman. I know the woman. The woman, they have big saloon before, everything crashed down. She said she's her friend. I don't know where 2 of them. And me, I know the woman, that the woman is not person that I want my wife to even associate with. She called the woman. I just see that 2 of them, they started, collaborate together, going out, going in. And I called her, Amaka, what is wrong with you? I don't like this woman. I know her before you. I don't want this kind of person with you. I don't want this kind of person with you. I know this person very, very well. That is what caused the issue. The first, that is 2021. It got to one extent. My wife would bring this woman home to my house. They started changing clothes, which I pissed off with that. This is not what I want. Me, I know how I want my home to be. I know how I want my woman to look. This is what I want. And I explained to her that the way you and this woman are sharing clothes, we bring this woman. Sometimes, maybe I travel, I go outside work. She will tell me that the woman is at home. I said, in my house. That is what caused the issue. That is 2021. So my wife started now misbehaving, paint her hair, this is what I want. I know what I want. She started looking somehow, changing. I said, no, this is not what I want. And I call her, Amaka, chase that woman away. He said no. From there, issue happened.
The defendant, Nwankwo Chiamaka, stated that Kehinde absconded after a quarrel at home. She claims that her parents-in-law even accused her of kidnapping her husband during the event. But after a few weeks, she received a call from the police that her husband reported that the children in her custody were missing. The couple has been through a series of misunderstandings and quarrels in their marriage. Judge Sumi wades in as the case continues to unfold in the next episode.
If your baby daddy is denying paternity of the child to avoid upkeep, or you suspect misattributed paternity situations, submit your case online at www.thejusticecourt.com for a prompt resolution of the matter.